So, you know, here I've got, I think this is looks like a 1/2 ounce or 3/8 ounce swim jig. And when it comes to tying this kind of stuff, I usually tie a Palomar knot or a uni knot. Palomar knot's just nice, quick and easy for me. I've fished it my entire career, so. So the swim jig, you know, all I'm doing is kind of working this thing like a spinnerbait. I mean, you can go from, little one, you can work it really slow to sometimes you can work it really fast, and you know, you just kind of let the fish dictate what they want. And you know, the thing about swimming a jig is you don't have to be fishing it like what I'm fishing here too. You can actually, a flipping jig on a 20-pound line and a flipping stick, you can make a swim jig as well. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll be flipping a jig with my flipping rod and just be going down the bank in between and do that, but there you see it. I mean, I was taking that thing and kind of swimming it over those little willows, that water willows, and you know, triggered that strike out of that fish. So awesome hookup, nice little bass. And, you know, that's what I love when you catch them that way. One big single hook, 40-pound braid, big heavy, you know, stout rod. I mean, you've usually won the battle at that point, as long as your drag is tight to start the battle. Come on, fish. You know, that, you know, Al talking about drags. Oh! Little guy. Ouch. Ouch, but he's hooked good. I mean, that's the thing about swim jigging. I mean, throwing it right through the top of that cover and eat it up. 40-pound braid, you're not going to win that battle, buddy. No water there. There's a little spring up there. So there's one thing when it comes to fishing a swim jig that I found is you can't really work it too fast. I mean, you can do all kinds of erratic stuff with it, and sometimes you'd be surprised what will trigger a strike out of these fish. So as long as you're throwing a swim jig around areas that should have a fish, it's just a matter of kind of experimenting, and it's a good way to cover a lot of water fast. Right here, right on this isolated clump. You know, I can throw this thing a mile, I can stay back away from the strike zones, and you know, a lot of times, you know, you can't pinpoint where those fish are on a, you know, a patch of weeds or something like that. So this is a good way to be pretty efficient with covering a lot of water. You know, fish seem to be scattered. Versus where if I was to flip and pitch all that, it would, you know, might take me a long time to hit all those targets. I'm going to buzz around the other side here because that's where we'll catch some good ones. We might catch one along here, but that other side is, ooh, there went a turtle. I think I like this jig worm rod for a swim jig now that I'm feeling it, and I'd like to get a couple bites just to, but I mean, with the braid, I think I'm going to be able to get the right hook sets I want on this anyway. That we're going to continue to build on. I mean, we're going to build rods to be the perfect rod for every possible situation out there on the water. So really excited to be a part of that. So for KastKing, I'm Brent Chapman. I hope to see you out there on the water real soon.